Good evening, Internet. Taboo here from the Screaming Digital podcast. I have a character development / let's play of Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition for you. You guys may remember me from some of my earlier Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield videos. Well, this is something a little different. What I'm going to do for you guys is start right from the beginning with the new game, and we are going to follow through with a high strength, high vitality PvP build. This is my 6th character in Dark Souls, so I'm not going to be blundering my way through hopefully too much. Obviously it's a hard game, there's going to be deaths, but I'll try to keep it succinct and cut out most of the boring bits, keep it as interesting and to the point as possible. My aim for this let's play is, you can have no experience with the game at all, or you can be a completely experienced player. I'm sure one and all are going to learn a bit, but I'm not going to talk down to you guys. You're not children. It's a serious game, serious gamers. So we'll hit some pretty heavy points. We'll hit all the main bosses, a lot of things that some people might miss, and generally just try and get in as much PvP as possible. So, make the character. Choosing Bandit, I'll explain why in a little while. For any new characters, you might want to look at one of the mage or distant spell type classes. Sorcerer, Pyromancer are excellent ones to start with. Start with spells that give you a bit of distance and keep it easy. Gift, going for the Master Key. Absolutely every other one is pretty much pointless. You either find it very soon in the game, each item that is, so like the binoculars you'll find almost immediately getting to Firelink Shrine. But Master Key, while you can buy it a bit later on, it's pretty useful earlier on. Yeah, why not? Let's keep this quick. Sure. Or hard pick. Let's just go for black. Alright, let's start this. So we'll skip this opening cinematic, nobody needs to see it. This one will hopefully be quick. I'll just let it play for a second because there's something that I want to ask some of the deeper fans out there, I guess. Right at the beginning here, somebody drops in the key for us in the cell, and it's never explained quite who that person is. So if anybody has any insight or knowledge about that, leave a comment. It's something that's always made me wonder. So this here, when you're sitting in the cell at the beginning of the game, first thing that happens is somebody from above drops a key down for you. It's the key that you use to get out of the cell at the beginning. I've always wondered who that was. It's never been clear. It's never explained. See, there's somebody up there. I don't remember who that is. I don't recognise seeing him. He just looks like a soldier. Might be dumb, he might be a main character, but I don't remember. Alright, anyway, let's get into it. So, first thing, pick up the dungeon cell key, open the door. Alright, so the first thing that I wouldn't mind pointing out to everyone that a lot of people don't notice, later on in the game, this isn't the main boss that we fight in the asylum boss. That is somebody that we come back and fight a lot later. A lot of people don't notice it the first time they play. I just found that really interesting that the game is so interconnected that it does things like that right from the beginning of the game. You see a boss that you pretty much won't even get to see for at least another 40 odd levels. Alright, let's just run through this. This beginning section should only take about 3 minutes at most, I reckon. So, not a lot to see in the asylum. Just get out of here. Light this first fire. So, while it's entirely possible to kill this guy this first time around, so the Asylum Demon, as you're all going to see, he's going to drop down on my head any moment. There we go. It is possible to kill him the first time round, definitely on New Game Plus when you start with all the same weapons that you left this game with. The only way to kill him this time around, really, without being just extremely good, is if you start with the gift of the fire bombs. You can pretty much just throw them at him until he gets knocked down. Set up with my starting gear. Oh, come now, that should have been a one-hit kill. I always forget how light damaged you are in this first beginning part of the game. I've just come from playing with my level 99 character and just not used to doing no damage. Kinda looks like this guy. Maybe he's the guy that drops in the key. Ah, maybe I'm onto something here. Who is this guy? Backstory, anyone? So I get my estus flask, get my key. Oh, I won't kill him now because when we come back to the asylum later he'll still be there. But he'll be undead. Alright, have I got the right key? Excellent. Let's go. Come at me, bro. Oh. And this guy in here. Can pretty much avoid him, but why not? Get the souls while we can. Alright, the asylum boss. Big thing with this guy. It'll really turn the fight around. Double-handed, just come down on him as hard as you can with the power attack. And as you can see, half his damage, one hit. Whoa, cool bang. Pretty much the best advice I can give a new player. Really learn when and how to use your shield. Because especially this spider shield, it does 100% physical damage, obviously not on a guy as powerful as this guy, but oh come on. You know, if you're blocking, you're pretty much going to be okay most of the time. It's going to do fractions of damage. Oh snap! Alright, let's come into the final hit. There we go. And we'll get some humanity. Maybe a homewood. Oh no. Yeah, there's humanity. And we probably don't get a homewood for the first boss, but from here on out, just about every boss is going to give you humanity and a homewood bone. Let's get out of here. Now, as I said, while this is intended for, you know, to not talk down to you guys, you'll learn the ins and outs of this game for yourself, and I expect there will be a few experienced fellas watching this. You can absolutely ask any question why I did what I did. I did miss opening the door below the stairs in that section, so you know, on your first playthrough it's probably definitely worth opening that up. It'll act as a shortcut. So let's level up. Alright, now I'm going to want to basically be able to use the short bow right off the bat so that I can get the Drake sword off the Drake dragon on the bridge. So probably just going to pump my dex so that I can pretty much use the Drake straight away for the moment. I'm not going to bother talking to any of these guys. Let's just clean up this area. Filing shrine, grab my humanity. Nothing down there this time. It's up over here. Sweet, firebombs, probably never going to use them. No, nothing in there. Where am I going? Up over here. Alright. So, before we go too much further, this is the archetype for what I'm trying to build. So I won't spend too much time on this, but as you can see, high vitality, high endurance, high strength. Now everything else is the bare minimum that I require it to be. So attunement, 12. It's going to give me 2 magic slots, alright? I'm going to use heal, because when you invade someone's world you can't use your estus flasks, so the heal miracle is one of the only things you can do without pretty much burning through humanity. And homewood, just because it's infinitely useful. So faith, at 14 faith I can use heal, at 18 I can use homewood. The reason I've bumped it up to 20 is because that'll allow me to have pretty much my only distanced spells, or miracles. I'll be able to use Unleash Force and Lightning Bolt. That's because, as you can see, intelligence, leaving it at the bare minimum. Okay, don't care for it, not going to use it this time. Resistance, don't bother putting any points into resistance, it's just worthless to you unless you're really suffering. Dexterity, I found 14 is the sweet spot. Pretty much I can use the mass majority of weapons in the game. There's only a few sort of high dex weapons that you can't use with 14, and you're not really missing on much, so I'd rather put 14, unlock good, 90% of the weapons that I plan to use, and save all my points for strength and vitality. I want to be pretty much a tank that does hard blows, alright? Yes, you heard it here first, Taboo likes giving hard blows. Rings, yeah, we'll go into that a bit later. Wolf ring for extra poise. PvP, that's important. Ring of favour and protection, going to give you 20% extra HP, stamina, and load. Most people that you're going to find on PvP are wearing this ring, and at least one other. And the weapons and armour, it's not important at this point. So, if we talk to this guy, and keep talking to this guy, he'll let me join his covenant, which may as well because it's the first one, but more importantly, once you've joined his covenant, you can, 1, learn his animation, which, but you are then able to buy miracles off him. So, not yet, obviously, but here's your homewood. Need level 18 in faith to use it, and heal. 12 faith to use it. I was wrong, I said 14. There you go. So, off we go. Up around up here. Okay, now these lost souls that you're picking up off the ground, a lot of people sort of misunderstood. They heard you can sell them to Frampt, NPC a bit later in the game where you can sell stuff for souls. They heard you can sell these souls for extra from Frampt, so they hoard them, never use them, and then wait for Frampt. But the thing is, the only souls you can sell to Frampt for extra are the 2 smallest types. So that one that I just picked up then, Lost Soul of Undead, and one other type. And for a couple of hundred extra souls when you're level 50 by the time you meet Frampt, maybe for the first time, it's pretty pointless. You may as well use them while you've got them. Hold on to a couple of spares so that you can buy things if you're ever a few 100,000 souls short. Not 100,000, a few hundred or 1,000 souls short. And otherwise burn them so you can level up. Let's get out of here. Alright, doing pretty much a suicide run through here at the moment, if I can make it without dying. Just to pretty much clear the area. We'll get this White-hander up here. Oh Jesus, no, dead. Alright, we'll be able to get the binoculars, this White-hander, and a spear from round here. Probably woke up a few too many too early on. But we'll make a quick dash through. I only had 100 souls, so they're not important to me. Let's just get the gear. Spear. It's white. And binocs. Catch you later. Alright, Alright, let's head off into the Berg. Dwight-hander, not going to be too useful to you at these lower levels. It requires a bit more strength than we'll have. But the spear, I think will come in. Oh no, you still need high dex for that. It's the wing spear. The normal spear is usually quite good. Dwight, 24 strength, but god, it packs a punch. It'll pretty much lay flat any non-giant NPC in the game. Come at me, bro. Oh, he came at me. Bother. Alright. Grab our sacrifice ring. So, to get across here you gotta jump. That's something you don't learn for a while, and if you're not paying attention you may never pick up on it. But to jump, you've got to hold down the sprint button, let go for a microsecond, and then tap it again. So you're running, let go, and then tap again will give you the jump. Now that will be useful for situations like that. There's a few sort of not secret areas, but areas that you'd just never be able to get to unless you knew how to jump. Okay. Beer time. So all these little souls are going to be useful later in a little bit when we need to start buying some stuff or just patching up a few hundred to level up. But for now we'll just hold on to them. Whoa. The jump attack will get you a lot of kills earlier on because it does a nice strong attack, usually a one-hit kill on these lower enemies. It means that you can have a bit of distance between you and the enemies. Let's knock these guys off before they get up too late. So for example, no, he's going to play ping pong with me. That would have worked if there wasn't somebody behind you then, but what you want to do, these lower levels when you got low health, is keep your distance, and then you can sort of launch yourself at them at the most opportune time. So let's just knock these guys off before we get ambushed. So like, yeah, jump at him, piece of cake, keep my distance, or that should have been a jump but I didn't quite pull it off, and jump. Rubbish! Completely useless. Has no purpose in the game besides selling to Snuggly the Crow. To the best of everyone's knowledge at least. Nobody's discovered if it has any more useful purpose yet. And get our humanity and jump on out. Go on through the fog door. Fog door! Burning the countryside. No, wait, that's not right. Won't be worrying about the dragon for a bit, but he is going to give me my sword. Now the Drake sword that we're going to get fairly earlier on is a great sword for a couple of reasons. One, you can use it at very low levels. Two, it's very overpowered compared to all the other weapons you're going to be getting. I think at a base damage output it does about 200, whereas pretty much everything else you're lucky to get 90 damage out of. And three, it requires dragon scale to upgrade. Now what that means is requires this thing that you don't get a lot of for a long time. So it'll get you by in these lower levels, but it'll slowly, fairly quickly get overtaken by other weapons that you're going to be finding. And as such, it's not a weapon that you're going to grab right at the beginning of the game and pretty much be stuck with the entire game because you don't find much better for a long time. So you get to use it earlier on and not feel guilty that you're going to be stuck with it forever, because by the time you hit sort of maybe level 30, 35, it's not useless, but there's so much better weapons out there that you sort of get to experience something new. Alright, let's buy... Ooh, I got one in. Let's buy our short bow. Learn your parries and your ripostes. They're not easy to do, and you get used to them if you just keep trying. So it's pretty much the only way to do it, but they're so useful because you get to output a lot of damage when you do a riposte. So we'll buy our soapstone. I won't worry about that for the moment. Let's grab short bow. First bow you can get in the game, and yeah, some standard arrows, maybe about 50 of them. You never know when you're going to need arrows.
Thank you kindly.
Right. Balls. Oh, dang. Shoot. Just rolled into a corner and got stuck then. That is incredibly unfortunate. But that's the game for you. Oh, by the way, whenever I die, playing on PC obviously, there's this excellent thing called DS Fix. If you are playing on PC and you're not using it, you absolutely must. It basically unlocks the frame rate so you can do more than 30 frames per second, which is always nice on PC. And it also allows you to completely increase the size of the textures, so you're not stuck playing on these piddly console 512k textures that just look horrible. So as you can see, I hope, my game doesn't actually look that bad. And along with that, the DS Fix allows you to install texture mods, and that's what my whenever I die is about. Alright, so this video I think I'll probably try to take through to the I forgot what he's called, the Taurus Demon, and we'll probably call it a quit there, and you guys can join me again soon for my next video after that. But we're going to take this the whole way through, so I'll probably start trying a PvP even at these lower levels, but obviously most of the main PvP starts from about level 90 on. Most people focus around 100 to 120. Now, the other thing I can tell you is don't be afraid of the communal side of this game. There was a lot of things like co-op and PvP that the first time around I was so caught up in the game and how terrifying it was, I sort of avoided all these other aspects of it. So I played the majority of the game the first time around as undead because I was terrified of being invaded, and I never invited somebody to join my game because I thought, you know, I wanted to play it all through myself the first time. But it's a community-based game, like that's why you find very little out there sort of telling you how to play and in-game sort of holding your hand. It's more based on learning off each other and sort of playing with each other. So don't be afraid to sort of summon somebody into your game earlier on if it's going to help you kill a boss or something like that. And don't shy away from PvP. You'll be surprised how often you'll get invaded by somebody that's 20 levels below you, and you poop your axe and then realise, hold up, I might actually win this, and you end up getting, you know, a good few thousand souls earlier on, and it's pretty much one of the most enjoyable experiences you can get from the game. Backstabbing in this game with the NPCs is so finicky, so don't be too put off if you can't get them every time. I usually can't. I'm surprised at how many I am getting. Now that master key that I told you all to get earlier on, sorry, as the gift when you started, is useful for a lot of the little buildings and rooms in Undeadburg. So while you're in Undeadburg for the first time, you may as well get that key, and that way you can clear it all early. Ooh, battle axe, yay! Because I don't already have one of them. Battle axe is a great weapon. I played my first playthrough probably 60% on the battle axe. And that was just because it was the weapon I started with, and I didn't know much about upgrading weapons, and I just found it easy to use. I was used to the speed, and any time I'd go to some other weapon it would pretty much throw me, because I would suddenly start getting beaten up because I didn't know the timing of the swings and all of that. Take this guy out early because he can be a pain later on, firing arrows in your back when you're taking on the 3 guys down there. Mystery key will open this door, excuse me, master key. And that'll get us some pine resin, which will allow us to electrify our weapon, which can help for these earlier on battles. We'll run out of stamina. Lucky. So I find these spear guys usually easiest to riposte because they guard themselves so well. Bugger. I say easy to riposte as I miss every single possible riposte I could have pulled. Parry, I should say. Otherwise, come down on them hard with a 2-handed hit, which will open them up, and then finish them off with a single hit. Scary dude down here, too hard to take on at my level, so we'll leave him for the moment. Black Knight, we'll carry on, but we'll be coming back for him. He's got a ring behind him, which we could probably do a suicide run for, but the ring is so useless to me that I don't think I will bother. At least not yet. Alright, let's kill the Taurus. Not this level. Next level up. Some barrels all around. I was compelled to break every barrel and every item I could see in the game the first time I played, thinking, oh, you know, randomly there might be items inside them. It's not random. For example, this barrel right here is going to have me some Twinkling Titanite off Lizard. But he's always in that barrel there, so you may as well spend your time learning either where they are or reading, yeah, we'll do the community thing and leave a sign on the ground to let other people know that there's a lizard there. So you may as well learn from these messages rather than wasting your time breaking every single barrel and whatnot that you see. So we'll go imminent. Character, action, geography, object. No character. Yeah, maybe he's in here. Where's lizard? Bug, lizard. There we go. Beauty. So that'll let other people know that there's a lizard around, hopefully, and mean they won't miss it. Lizards are a great source of twinkling titanite earlier on in the game. Later on, once you've killed Seath, the scaleless, you get an opportunity to basically farm twinkling if you want to, but for now we'll collect as many as we can from the lizards. Ooh, that's gonna hit. Oh, lucky. Alright, Taurus time. Oh, I only have 2 estus. I'll be right. Use some pine resin on this guy. So my tactic with this fella is just come down hard on him and try to roll past if he lets you. Oh, he's gonna hit me. Oh Jesus. Yeah, he came down hard, but I'm still in it. So let's shake up and try to get around him without him pushing you off the edge like he loves to. Now he might hit you once while you're climbing the ladder. If you're not quick enough, it's not a huge hit. I might be in a bit of trouble because I don't have a lot of... I don't have any estus flasks. But see, I've got humanity. I can maybe burn a humanity if I need to. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Yes. Excellent. So humanity will, I believe, no matter what health you're on, give you full health. I think that's correct. So if you ever run out of estus flasks and you've got enough humanity, don't be too hesitant to burn one if it means it's going to save you running back and forward between things. Right. That was fun. In fact, I've hit him so quick I might just finish up this area before calling it a day. Grab the souls behind here. And we'll open up the shortcut past the Drake Dragon and get back to the main bonfire, and I'll probably quit it off there. Hi Solaire. You'll learn to love Solaire. He's gloriously incandescent, grossly incandescent. Yeah, let's join. First time around, don't be afraid to join covenants. You can pretty much swap and change as you like. Not many of them have any side effects from leaving them. It might mean you can't use a spell or something that you got from it, but other than that, don't be afraid to sort of toggle between covenants if you're sort of not knowing about sticking with one. I don't have a key for there yet. This may kill me. I hope not. Or just enough. Awesome. So let's get out of here before he blows again. And open up the shortcut. Love how this game is so interconnected. I kept hearing that it was interconnected and I never fully appreciated what that meant when I played it the first time, and then I spent hours going in one direction once, just following my path, didn't know where to go, opening new areas, kept wondering, am I ever going to get back to Firelink Shrine? I felt so lost without being close to the shrine, and you know, then I rounded a corner, I was like, that's Firelink, how the hell did I get back here? It's just incredible the way everything in this game is connected. So, to use the Drake Sword, I will require 16 strength, 10 dex, so I should probably pump my strength. My dex is enough, I think we're good. Cool. Let's see if we can get Drake Sword. Now, two ways to get the Drake Sword. The easiest way is to do as I've done and buy the bow, and then you can, well, I'll show you very briefly, go under this bridge and fire at his tail. Alright, all dragons in this game, except for the mini dragons, when you chop off their tail, will give you a special weapon. This one is no exception. So if you put enough arrows into his tail, you will be able to get the Drake Sword. However, I've never achieved it this way before, but I'm going to try a slightly different tack this time, and I'm going to try chopping it off. So what you want to do is get over into this corner, because you're completely safe from his fire, and wait 15 seconds, and he'll come greet us. I'm going to just try to run up and go way off. Bugger, he got out of there too soon. But we'll grab the claymore while we're here. Yeah, see, sometimes he's finicky. Every time I've seen other people do it, he's just hung there without blowing his fire. But every time I've tried, he's always jumped up before I got to hit his tail. So let's do it the easy way. So give it a shot. Let me know if you guys have any luck hacking at his tail at these lower levels when he comes down. He usually hangs down on the bridge before flying up and breathing fire. But let's do this way. Short bow. Alright, so bring up your first person, draw the bow, and watch the swing of the tail. I might not hit it the first time, but you'll eventually get the timing and be able to hit it just about every time. So it's going to swing back, and I'm going to let fly, boom, hit him, and pull back straight away, and let go as soon as he comes past. You can hit him a second time, which will greatly decrease the amount of time you need to spend getting tailed. So after about 10 of these or so, depending on what dexterity you have and how much damage output you do with arrows, you'll knock off his tail and get the Drake Sword. Oh yeah. And as I said, Drake Sword, great for earlier on. If you want a challenge in this game, by all means, don't go for it. Probably get a bit more enjoyment if you're looking for the challenge by using, you know, some more of the starting weapons and just using whatever you find. But for me, I'm not looking at playing forever. I want to sort of get to those PvP levels earlier on. This is why we bought 50 arrows, because if you're as a horrible shot as I am, you'll keep missing. So I'm playing on a PS1 controller at the moment. It's not the best. I was playing on my Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, sorry, Xbox controller, but it started giving me hassles, blue screens with the drivers and all that kind of stuff, so I've gone back to this, and it suffices, but I would rather be playing on the Xbox. It's just a bit nicer in your hand, and there we are, Drake Sword. Cool. Alright, I know I keep saying we're going to end it, but the last thing we'll do is very similar to what I did before. Lure dragon out, and then sneak past him, because that will allow us to unlock the bonfire down the end of this bridge here, which a lot of people don't realise they can do. It's kind of hard to get to. I know it confused me the first time I played through, but if we just ignore him and run straight on past, pick up that claymore, you will get the time. Pick up the souls, might get the time. He's being pretty aggressive on me this time. And get on into here. Cool, I thought he was going to breathe fire again. Here we are. Shall we level up? Yeah, let's get to 14 faith early so we can use the heal spell earlier on. It basically gives you an extra 5 estus flasks early on, which is nice. We'll throw the talisman in preparation and change to the Drake Sword. So as I said, 200 damage for the Drake Sword as the default output. only need 16 strength, 10 dexterity, and you know, when you consider Claymore, it's only doing 100 damage. This is why it can't use. And your battle axes are pretty much the highest damage we got for 95. It's pretty good earlier on. And out here we can join the Sunbros Covenant when we get high enough faith, but for now we won't worry about that because it won't be relevant for a while. So I hope you all enjoyed playing with me, if you know what I mean. That didn't come out right at all. I hope you all enjoyed watching my video. Stay tuned, we will have more to come. For now, goodbye, and I hope you guys consider maybe subscribing and catching us from now on. I will never drop the quality below 720p if that helps. Bye!